Did you know that the average person makes around 35,000 decisions every single day? That's more choices in 24 hours than most people realize they make in an entire month.
Well, that explains why I feel completely drained by the end of each day, even when I haven't done anything particularly strenuous.
And here's what's fascinating. It's not the big decisions that wear us down. It's actually the constant stream of small choices that depletes our mental energy throughout the day.
Hmm. Like those moments when you're standing in front of your closet just staring at your clothes, unable to decide what to wear.
Exactly. And research shows that by the end of the day, our brain's decision making ability is significantly impaired. We're literally suffering from decision fatigue.
So, what's the solution? Because we can't exactly stop making decisions.
Well, that's what I find so incredible about this topic. There's actually one simple question that can transform our entire decision making process.
Just one question? That seems almost too good to be true.
I know it sounds simplistic, but hear me out. The question is this helping the life I want or hurting it?
Oh wow, that's both simpler and more profound than I expected.
And here's why it works so well. It forces us to pause and connect each decision, no matter how small, to our larger life goals and values.
Could you walk us through how this might work in practice?
Let's take something we all face: the constant pull of social media. Before you pick up your phone for that quick check, you ask yourself, is this helping the life I want or hurting it?
That's such a powerful example because most of us don't even think of those moments as decisions anymore. They've become automatic responses.
Exactly. And studies show we check our phones an average of 96 times per day. Imagine if we made each of those checks a conscious decision instead of an unconscious habit.
You know what's really interesting about this approach? It's not just about saying no to things.
Right. Sometimes the answer might be that yes, checking social media is helping the life you want. Maybe you're maintaining important relationships or gathering information for a project.
So it's more about bringing awareness to our choices rather than following strict rules.
And this is where it gets really powerful. When we start applying this question to bigger decisions like career moves, relationships, or major purchases.
That makes me think about how many people take jobs or stay in relationships simply because they never stop to ask if it's helping or hurting the life they want.
The research on this is fascinating. Studies show that people who make decisions based on their values and long term goals report significantly higher life satisfaction.
But how do we implement this without getting overwhelmed? We can't possibly pause and reflect before every single decision.
That's where the beauty of habit formation comes in. Start with one area of your life, maybe your morning routine or your work commitments, and practice using the question there first.
And I imagine it becomes more natural over time.
Exactly. Neuroscience shows that new thought patterns can become automatic in as little as 21 days of consistent practice.
What about those times when we need to make quick decisions?
That's when the practice really pays off. Because you've built the muscle of conscious decision making, your intuitive responses become more aligned with your desired life.
You know what I find most compelling about this? It's so simple that anyone can use it regardless of their situation.
And that simplicity is exactly what makes it powerful. We don't need complex systems or elaborate decision making frameworks. Just one question that brings us back to what truly matters.
How has this changed your own decision making process?
I've noticed that I say no more often, but my yes answers are more meaningful. I'm less likely to commit to things out of obligation or FOMO.
That sounds incredibly freeing.
It really is. And research backs this up. Studies show that people who make fewer but more intentional commitments report higher levels of satisfaction and lower stress levels.
So, what's the first step for someone who wants to start using this question?
Start with your next significant decision. Take a moment, breathe, and ask yourself, is this helping the life I want or hurting it? Then notice how the answer feels in your body.
That's such practical advice, like starting with just one decision rather than trying to overhaul everything at once.
Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every conscious choice is a step toward the life you want to create.
This has been such an enlightening discussion about how one simple question can transform our decision making process.
Thank you all for joining us today. Remember, your next decision is an opportunity to shape the life you want. Choose wisely.